What game is this, man?
Hello. I don't know if anyone's out there, but this is Dustin. This is my friend. We are going to be playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Those of you who know what's up.
I'm not a gamer, but so
that's why this is going to be good. We're just here to hang out and play some games.
Don't play games. All
right, so when I invited you over to come and play a game for Halloween, just the game, thinking that we were going to play, what were your expectations?
I thought we were going to play I was picturing a Legend of Zelda thing or some kind of Final Fantasy quest thing.
I asked you for Halloween, though. You didn't think it was going to be a horror game at the very least?
I didn't know what to expect. I don't game. I don't understand the gaming world or terms or anything.
All right, well.
You said this game is emotionally draining, or something. I don't know if it's hard. Oh, God.
Okay, so we're going to get started. I think before we start, I want you to read the about the game page, and you'll just see what's going on. And actually, before we even do that, let me see how our voice levels are stream, so I know if I need to turn up our mic or anything. Talking again, just so I have it. You're fine. Calm down. Yeah. Okay. That's a good volume level. All right. So let's move over to the. Oh, I should check and make sure it is. That's exactly what it looks like. Okay, so Dustin, please read the description for me.
Hi, Monica here. Welcome to Didnt for a club. That treat every day is full of chit chat.
Louder.
Day is full of chit chat and horrible and.
Hey, Ori, hold on. I think I'm going to turn down the noise gate a little bit because we're not catching. If you don't hit the threshold for the noise gate, it doesn't come through.
Oh.
Let me just try that.
Check.
Okay, yeah, good.
Ori?
The Ori, yep.
On the look. Become a more intimate place for all my members, but I can tell already that you're a sweetheart. Will you promise to spend the most time with me? This game is not suitable for children, for those who are easily disturbed.
Yes! Oh, wow, that popped a lot. Okay, check. I'm gonna bring down. I just turned the noise gate off because, yeah. All right, so let's go over. We'll go over. Oh, we can close this. We'll go straight to the game page. These are the files for the games. So here's all the character files. This is just up. Things will happen in here during the game. That's why it's up, so you can see it.
Okay.
All right. And let's go over the girls so you have your choice of who you're going to go after. Yeah, so it's basically kind of like a dating sim, but not really. You're getting closer to one of the girls. Let's put it that way. You're trying to get closer to one of the girls.
I thought I was a club member, to be one of them.
Yeah, you're gonna join the club, but it's full of cute girls, man.
Okay, I'm a guy.
Yes, you're the only guy in the club. It's the same as any anime, high school scripts. There's one guy and a million girls. Okay. So, this is Sayori, kind of your childhood best friend. She's always just kind of hanging around. Okay. So, Probably, okay, if I had to pick her, like, kind of taste in music, if I had to pick one artist I think, like, she would, like, be listening to, it's Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Super happy, super depressing, but all kind of surface level.
Okay.
Right? Okay?
Okay.
This is Yuri, in my opinion, best girl. This is, like, when I first played the game, I went after Yuri. I purposely went after Yuri. Even if I didn't purposely go after Yuri, I still would have gotten Yuri. That's, like, Yuri's my girl. I know what you guys are thinking in the chat. Just shh. He doesn't know anything yet. But how do I describe Yuri? She's very smart, very sharp. Is pointed the right word? Can be very blunt with things. Okay, if I had to pick an artist she'd be listening to, probably be. It'd probably be something like Dashboard Confessional. Super emo, super like complex lyrics, like dripping in metaphor. That's Yuri's style.
Oh my gosh, this freaking cat!
Raika wants to be part of the stream, man.
I have a semi-cat phobia for people who don't know. Alright. Especially Sean's cats. He had another cat.
They know that.
Oh man, the other cat was crazy.
Okay. This girl, tiny girl over here, Natsuki. This is Natsuki. Tiny. Reads manga. Short temper. Probably has some daddy issues.
Well, the kind of
but her poems super cutesy. Anything like super cutesy. Probably Natsuki. Then this is Monica. She's well, she's just Monica. Let's just put it that way. All right. So we're ready to start. Whenever you're ready, you can go for it. I'm actually going to turn off the background music, and yeah, we can get going.
Okay, how do I start this?
Use the mouse, just click.
Individuals. I gotta read this?
Well, not really.
Okay.
We've kind of read this already. If you're suffering from anxiety and depression, please don't watch. Go get some help first.
I'm at least 13. Okay. Guess I agree. What the heck, man?
Pick this up just a tad. Although that's beating into our mic now.
Oh, get real comfortable.
Do it.
So, new game?
Yep.
Enter my name as Dustin.
All right. We're gonna do this. Here we go. Start of the game.
Hey.
I'll do the girl voices, I guess, since you got to read all the main character lines.
Okay.
Hey.
I see an annoying girl running toward me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's fully oblivious to any tension she might draw to herself. This girl is
Sayori. Louder, man, louder. You're sitting on stage. You know how mics work. Come on.
All right, I'm in deep thought right now. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend to your children. Okay. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and I went in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
I overslept again, but I caught you this time. That's you.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Dusty.
Oh gosh, it's not even creepier. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Dusty, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club?
I told you already, I'm really not interested in... Oh, that's you. Sorry.
I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't... Oh, that's you.
No, that's you.
I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? Oh, I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with what she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just I'm so good at reading. Content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on viewing anime. No, I don't.
I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little, well, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. What the hell kind of game is this?
Just wait!
The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. How do I win this game?
You don't win. There's a bunch of scenarios, and you're just going along and picking the options.
Wow. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I'm gonna move closer to you because I'm talking louder.
Okay. That's you.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club?
Sayori.
Yeah?
There is no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie.
Sayori is a vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go.
So this isn't those kind of games where you compete. You just kind of live in a different world.
Mm-hmm.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here!
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Dusty, what a nice surprise.
What is happening?
Welcome to the club. ...
This is my real reaction. What am I doing on our Friday night in Sean's house playing this game? All words escape me in this situation. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
No, who's Monica? I keep hearing this Monica person.
She's just Monica, man.
That's right.
It's great to see you again, Dusty.
Who's Monica?
That's Monica!
I know, but I've never, the other girl I got introduced to just now. Who the heck is this? Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Dusty. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica.
I should have not named myself Dusty. This is just awkward now.
I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little bit too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table.
I'll be right back.
Alright. As the already mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens a closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki probably marches back to the table.
Oh, sorry.
Tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa!
Natsuki fills a foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. I hate cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute!
This is such an anime.
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayori tosses her mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
But why are you thanking me? It's not like I
haven't heard this somewhere before.
Made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. So you already said.
Well, maybe. But not for you. No, you, dummy.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
No, I hate reading. I guess.
So does this character. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monaco that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Oh, she's the president.
Yes.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way.
What?
Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Dusty, what kind of things do you like to read?
Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good answer for that. Manga. I mutter, calling to myself half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally as impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid to the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the love of books, not people.
But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at minimal level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? Well,
Natsuki's eyes start over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? But what? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind. Oh, that's you.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not that cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
Jeez, I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
I'm not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki... Oh, that's you.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monaco. And I'm a little confused at this point why this is so not suitable for children. It seems totally fine to me.
Just wait. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own.
Oh.
Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Dusty?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
Eh? What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I've bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But I'm sorry, I thought... Dusty...
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me and jumps me up and down. Hey.
You really did scare me there for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more. Oh, it's you.
Oh, Dusty, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Express myself. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Dusty, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay! I want to open the windows, it's hot in here.
It's pretty hot. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstance and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.